In today's video, we'll be going over how one brand new LEGO piece for 2023 could actually save LEGO Star Wars 2023. Let's talk about it. So welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars video. Today I have a very interesting video regarding a topic of a brand new LEGO piece coming out this year that could actually save a set in the summer. So let's get into it, guys. This entire video kind of revolves around the UCS Venator coming out later this year. $650 coming out October 2023. Of course, it has the young Admiral Yularen minifigure, then also the ever-elusive Phase 2 Captain Rex minifigure. Everything we have seen on the internet so far has been a fake image of this Captain Rex. We have no direct clue how it will look like. It is heavily rumored it will look something like the Skywalker Saga version, which at that point, you know, no WAISTCAPE. It will have a pauldron though. It'll have an antenna and pretty much have the exact same print from that game. But this right here, guys, a brand new piece coming out in a new theme this year, could actually have the potential to save the Captain Rex minifigure. As always, guys, you know, look, at the end of the day, I'm going to sit here and say, I'm not going to say a WAISTCAPE, you know, really determines the entire greatness of a UCS Venator. I'm not going to be on that boat at all. But what I will say, though, is it's definitely got to knock points down from being a perfect set, you know, a perfect $650 package, let alone a perfect Captain Rex minifigure. So if we take a look right here, guys, we have a LEGO Dream set coming out this summer, 71469, the Nightmare Shark ship. And we take a look down here at this, you know, this minifigure. I have no clue what her name is, but, you know, to the average consumer, if, you know, just on paper, she's a random character. You know what I'm saying? Compared to a Captain Rex or, you know, any other licensed theme. You know, this is a LEGO-made theme right here. And if we take a look at her, you know, look what's around her waist right there. She has a cloth WAISTCAPE. And, you know, from what we can tell right here, we don't have too many great pictures, but, you know, that's just a basic little WAISTCAPE. You know, maybe it has some printing in the back, but from what we can tell, again, it's basic. You know, it's covering the back. You know, it's covering, you know, the behind of them. It's covering the side of the legs, and that's pretty much that. You know, it's nothing like, it's not a super unique cloth piece. It doesn't have anything crazy going on. You know, it's not like, you know, specifically something where it's like, look, probably only made for this minifigure. That could easily be recolored in black. You know, this one right here is like bright light yellow or yellow. This could easily be recolored in black and put on a Phase 2 Captain Rex. So basically, guys, at this point, you know, a little history about these WAISTCAPEs is, you know, we take the Captain Rex minifigure from 2013 and a bunch of other minifigures, actually 9 total, from 2012 through 2020. They had a pretty much perfect cloth WAISTCAPE, in my opinion. I don't think you could really get much better than this. And then, of course, come 2020, they basically took it off. You know, they did not do it on clones. They didn't do it on the 501st Specialist. They didn't do it on the 187th Airborne. And they're going back to, like, printing. And they didn't do it on Echo either from the Bad Batch shuttle. They're just like printing WAISTCAPEs on there, which does not look good because they're not even doing it on the side of the legs. Like, they're just doing small little thin things on like the thighs of the minifigures that it doesn't get the job done, in my opinion. I think, you know, I definitely think it lessens the prestige of these minifigures. And I don't want to hear the argument, oh, it's just a kid's toy. At the end of the day, look, they've done it in the past though. Like, this is a prime example of them literally downgrading their minifigures. It's not just something, oh, that they've never done before, that maybe there genuinely is some reason, like an actual factual reason that they're not doing this. This is literally just, they took something they did perfectly for a decade, and now they are degrading the minifigures back a form. They're taking a step back, and they're just printing WAISTCAPE. So right here, guys, basically what I can say about this is, again, I'm not on the boat of, you know, no WAISTCAPE is going to ruin a UCS Venator. Believe me, I'm not on that boat. I'm going to buy that set day one either way. And I'm not going to lie, that's probably part of the problem. That's probably part of the, you know, reason why we do get some of these things in the Star Wars theme, because people will buy it either way. But at least this right here, guys, you know, this will be one of those things where now we know, like, they have a piece. And there's been other minifigures that have cloth pieces in the past couple of years. Like, their big excuse is, you know, they want to make sure kids can, you know, actually play with their minifigures and not ruin the WAISTCAPE. You know, they want them to be able to set them down, you know, on a vehicle, you know, sit them in a seat. But, you know, but then we see something like this Monkey Kid minifigure from last year. You know, that minifigure ain't sitting nowhere. You know what I mean? Like with the cloth WAISTCAPE. We see something like with this Dreamzzz minifigure now. Even a Marvin the Martian, you know, has something on his waist that, you know, quite frankly, would get technically messed up if he's sitting on studs. And even then, guys, bottom line of it, look, man, I mean, you're about to tell me that all of a sudden, come 2021, kids just don't know how to take apart their Lego minifigure. Like, I mean, there's a lot of times, like, first off, it's the easiest thing ever. It's a building block toy. And you're telling me, like, you have to put the legs and the torso together out of the bag. So doesn't that just trigger in everyone's mind that, oh yeah, you know, look, if I have to take this WAISTCAPE off, like, let me just take the torso and legs apart myself, and there we go. It's a building block toy. It's not actually broken. You know what I mean? Like, you don't break the minifigure when you take apart the legs. then you can place your phase 2 Captain Rex, or any minifigure for that regard, on your 501st speeder, or in your UCS Venator bridge, like wherever you want to put them. Like at that point too, it's a $650 18 plus adult orientated set. Okay, the Captain Rex minifigure will be standing on a UCS plaque for its lifetime for the actual demographic of that set. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not a 4+ set. It's not even a play scale set where sure, you can have the excuse of if they made like a Captain Rex's Y-wing where for the longevity of you actually owning that set, he might actually be in that Y-wing sitting down on studs. But for this actual set that he's coming in, he will be on a stand, standing up for the most part. So, and I'll say this too, it's not any harder taking the legs and torsos apart from, other themed minifigures compared to Star Wars. You take any minifigure Lego's ever made, and it's just as easy to take off the legs and torso. So that's definitely not an excuse either. It's not easier to take apart Dreamzzz minifigures than Star Wars. That's for damn sure, Lego. At the end of the day, look guys, I have no clue at this current point. None of us do. If they actually have planned on forever, including a WAISTCAPE, and bringing this piece over, maybe this is the first debut of it. So, I'm not gonna sit here and judge Lego months early. So bottom line of it, I think this piece right here kind of just declares to us, I think come October time, one of two things. I mean, either we get, kind of what we deserve technically, we get back on track of, getting cloth WAISTCAPEs that objectively look better. Lego knows he has a WAISTCAPE. You gave him a WAISTCAPE in 2008, 2013, a bunch of the other clones had WAISTCAPEs. That is accurate to the source material. That is a cloth. It's not part of the armor. It's not just painted on their armor. How like the printed legs kind of look like for them. But on the flip side of that, I think bottom line of it too is, no one can sit here and, excuse Lego for it. I think, look, I mean, seeing this piece right here, gives Lego pretty much zero excuses at this point if we don't see a WAISTCAPE on Captain Rex in 2023. So there's kind of my thoughts, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. What do you think? Do you think this piece right here is the debut of kind of the new WAISTCAPE? Do you think, going forward, we're going to get it on Captain Rex and other minifigures, get back to the Snow Troopers even? Because again, it's just kind of weird though, for a 2-year stretch there, it's just awkward, man, that they would not just like, continue production of that old WAISTCAPE up until now and kind of fill in that void, and then just kind of like, do the upgrade kind of like just like within a wave or two, instead of like a 2.5-year period. And I get it, on a theme like this, Lego made it themselves, they want it to sell well, they want to incentivize people to buy it, but at the end of the day, I really don't feel like they should be, discrediting Star Wars, fans and giving us, kind of just, again, just bad options at the end of the day, because even then, one other thing I'll kind of get into a little bit, like even dual molded legs, we get it on a Ninjago sushi chef, but we don't get it on Grand Admiral Thrawn or any other actual Imperial officers that just objectively look way more accurate and way more better. So that's everything for today, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. Do you think we'll get a WAISTCAPE on Captain Rex in 2023? Will this kind of be the kind of preface for that? Will this kind of hint at it? And will we get this piece in black? And going forward, will we see more WAISTCAPEs? So leave your thoughts down below, guys. I'd love to hear it, and start discussion down there. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys, and stay safe.